Imagine for a moment if Apple released their next iPhone or some other gadget without pushing out any targeted advertising. Zero, zilch, nada. Now imagine if they didn't announce it on their website. They didn't mention it at tech conferences. They didn't create any TV, radio, magazine, or web advertising around it. They didn't send out press releases. They didn't blog about it. They didn't talk about it on social media. In short, imagine if Apple didn't do all the things they typically do to drum up excitement and sales for their gadgets. Instead, the marketing director's genius idea is to go into the rainforests of Brazil to find remote villages. You know, the kind of place where native people have had hardly any contact with the outside world. And that's where Apple sets up a little kiosk and tries to make a profit with the new iPhone. Come on now, that's totally ridiculous, right? And yet, even as you're watching this, you may be thinking about your own traffic stats. So maybe you're not sitting in the Brazilian rainforest trying to drum up business with folks who don't know the difference between an iPhone and a bar of soap. But you're not exactly thrilled with your traffic numbers either. That's a clue that your advertising isn't working for you. You want more traffic, more subscribers, more customers, more cash in the bank, right? You know it's possible. You've seen the big guys and gals in your niche pull down some pretty big traffic numbers. You've heard about their huge mailing lists. You've even seen their busy blogs and social media accounts. And yeah, maybe you even felt a twinge of envy when it seemed like everyone else is getting so much traffic. Your competitors are getting standing room only crowds to their sites, and you feel like you're doing business out of an abandoned warehouse. Or maybe you've seen surges to your own traffic stats here and there. Maybe someone linked to your site once, or you managed to get a good affiliate on board. Perhaps even Google might have smiled down on you for a while. I'm going to guess you probably remember thinking how great it would be if you woke up every day to these sorts of traffic surges, right? You add people to your mailing list, you get people to your sales page, your inbox lights up with sales notifications. The truth is, everything just snaps into place when you get enough traffic. But right now, getting that traffic feels like the missing link. You know it's possible, you know you deserve it, and you may even have some sense of how to get it. But it just hasn't happened yet, and you're feeling frustrated. The good news is that feeling of frustration is about to go away. And that's because you're about to get your hands on a 10-video training program that shows you the most effective ways to bring traffic to your site. It doesn't matter what niche you're targeting. It doesn't matter what you're selling. It doesn't even matter whether you're selling your own products or promoting affiliate offers. These strategies simply work. So listen, 2 of the top marketers who use these strategies every day to build their multi-million-dollar business put this course together, so you know this stuff works. These are the same strategies the top marketers in your niche are using to pull down the big traffic numbers, and they'll work like gangbusters for you too. So let me give you a quick rundown of what you'll discover in this jam-packed training course. You'll find out about the problem of confusing traffic quantity with traffic quality. Okay, lots of people blow hot air about their traffic numbers, but how shocked would you be to discover some of these guys are flipping burgers at Mickey D's because their traffic stats don't match their bank accounts? It's true, and this course will set you straight. You'll find out the single biggest traffic mistake that leaves you utterly frustrated with your results and wondering where you went wrong. This will be the aha moment that turns your entire business around so you can start getting the traffic results that you want. You'll also find out about massive traffic made easy and how you also can get a horde of eager affiliates promoting your products all over the web. Listen, a lot of vendors just toss their offers up on JVZoo and call it a day. Then they wonder why their affiliate program is about as busy as a hot chocolate stand in the desert. Okay, you'll find out how the top vendors create affiliate programs that everyone wants to be a part of. Plus, you'll find out how to get the top super affiliates in your niche driving traffic to your site and slipping money into your pocket day in and day out. If you have your own product, you don't want to miss this training session. Another thing you'll love learning about is a clever way to siphon traffic from Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg has traffic and money coming out of his ears. Seriously. Now it's time for you to redirect some of these resources your way. Am I right? Of course. So listen, nearly everyone sets up Facebook pages. Quite a few marketers use Facebook's paid advertising platform. But so many people overlook this third strategy, and yet it's so powerful it can attract thousands of eager customers to you. You'll find out what it is when you watch this video training course. You'll also discover a surprising way to get your buzz on. And no, it's not what you're thinking. It's not that kind of buzz. I'm talking about how to get everyone in your niche absolutely buzzing and raving about your content, your ideas, business, and products. You'll get more than your 15 minutes of fame when you do viral marketing the right way. You'll discover a simple 4-step process for kicking off a viral campaign. Plus, you'll find out an incredibly clever way to get more people than ever sharing your content. These are the same viral marketing secrets savvy marketers use to generate hundreds of thousands or even millions of views, likes, comments, and shares. Just imagine your results when you put them to work for you. Another thing I'll show you how to use are the top paid advertising opportunities. And this is where you can get a lot of traffic really fast, okay? Free traffic is great, but it's not truly free. No matter how you get your traffic, you're always paying or trading something like your time. And your time is your most limited and most valuable asset, so you don't want to squander it. That's why you'll find out 2 of the best ways to buy the traffic you need. It's fast, it's targeted, and it really frees up your time. Now, here's something else you'll love. You'll discover how to optimize your existing traffic. So many marketers let good traffic just slip through the cracks. It's totally wasted. It's like pouring a glass of liquid gold down the drain. Most marketers swear up and down that they're not wasting their traffic, but then they're totally blown away when I show them how much more money they could actually be making. So let's be sure you're not flushing any gold away. You'll discover 3 surprising ways you can optimize your existing traffic and turn it into even more traffic, more sales, more cash in the bank. These strategies will make a huge difference to your business this year, no doubt about it. Order now using the link on this page to see for yourself. But that's not all you'll discover how to do in this training course. Another little known tactic you'll learn about is how to turn simple words into super profitable traffic. It's no secret that well-written content can drive traffic and even kickstart a huge viral effect. But did you know you can get a ton of traffic by asking others to guest blog on your site? Think about that for just a second. You get free content, you get free traffic, and you'll learn how to take advantage of this surprisingly powerful strategy in this eye-opening video. You'll also find out the proven strategies for getting traffic by getting involved. You may ask, getting involved in what? That's what you'll find out when you watch this video, and I think you'll be surprised. I tell you what, it sounds so simple, and yet it's a great way to get a ton of traffic. You can literally unleash this strategy right now, like in 10 minutes, and see a fresh batch of visitors landing on your virtual doorstep almost instantly. It's crazy, and you'll get all the details in this course. Another thing I want to show you is a gold mine of a traffic source that most online marketers completely ignore. What is it? It's offline advertising. And look, don't knock it till you try it. Inside this video, you'll find out the 3 best ways to reach your target market offline. These work so well, you'll wish you had started doing them the day you launched your business. You'll also find out how to supercharge your promos. Most marketers start getting a little bit of traffic and then they're happy. This video shows you 2 killer tricks to take it to the next level. You'll find out how to protect yourself from losing traffic. Plus, you'll find out how to make more money for every ad you push out. It's so simple, yet so effective. So listen, getting targeted traffic in front of your offers, your blog posts, and lead pages doesn't have to be a mystery anymore. It doesn't have to be a frustrating, hair-pulling experience. All you have to do is click the buy link on this page, and you'll get instant access to all 10 of these training videos. Whether you're selling ebooks, software, garden spades, black socks, computer supplies, plastic vomit, t-shirts, services, or anything else under the sun, this course will show you how to get the traffic you need so you can start making the sales you deserve. Best of all, this training program is an awesome deal. If these strategies bring in just 1 good customer to you, then you'll easily recoup your investment. And there's no question that these strategies can bring in the traffic. The millionaire marketers in your niche are already using them, and now you can too. But there's a catch. I can't promise this offer will still be here if you come back later, so you need to click the link below right now to lock in the low price. Look, if you keep doing the same things you're doing now, you're going to get the same disappointing results. Einstein called it insanity to keep doing the same things and expecting different results. I know you're not insane because you wouldn't be able to get to this website wearing a straitjacket, right? And I know you're interested in this course, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video. So do yourself and your business a big favor right now by hitting the order link below this video. And do it now so you can lock in the lowest price, because you'll kick yourself if you miss out on these surefire strategies for getting more traffic. Traffic. Not the kind that snarls up on the highway on a hot day and leaves you choking on exhaust fumes from the big trucks. Rather, I'm talking about targeted visitors streaming onto your site and pushing money into your hand. These are people who just can't get enough of whatever you're selling. The problem is, sometimes it seems like traffic is just an elusive piece of the marketing puzzle. You can create or affiliate yourself with the best product in the world, you can develop amazing landing pages, but if you don't get the traffic flowing into your site, it's just going to be a party for one as you cry in your soup and wonder where all the money's at. And once you get some traffic flowing into your site, you're going to want more. I'm telling you, it's really addicting. You get those traffic logs busting at the seams and your PayPal account is filling up with cash, and all you'll be able to think about is how to get more. More cash in hand traffic, more ways to scale it all up and grow your business, more strategies that bring in bigger traffic numbers in less time. But here's the thing. Not all traffic is created equal. That's like confusing a Ford Fusion with a Ferrari. It's a total rookie mistake. And here's something else. You should never confuse traffic quantity with traffic quality. You see, a lot of big talking marketers like to brag about their traffic numbers. They'll tell you they're pulling down hundreds of thousands of visitors every month. They'll get you believing that size matters because they're telling you big traffic numbers trump everything else. Yeah, and sure, it sounds totally impressive, at least on paper it does, but just wait until you ask how big that business owner's mailing list is or how much money he's banking every month. You'll get evasive answers. He'll change the subject. He'll probably be staring at his feet. And you know why? Because if traffic isn't targeted, meaning it's composed of people who are willing and able to buy what you're selling, then all the traffic in the world means diddly squat. Simply put, big traffic numbers and a nice Alexa ranking don't mean a thing if they're not turning your visitors into money in the bank. Let me give you a silly example. Let's suppose you sell quilting patterns and other quilting supplies, and then you hear about this big convention in town. They expect about 100,000 people will attend the convention. So you run out and drop a whole lot of money to buy a booth at the convention so you can peddle your quilting patterns. Except there's a problem. Ruh-roh, the convention is for folks who own and love Harley-Davidson motorcycles. Now, do you think you're going to sell a lot of quilting patterns at a Harley-Davidson convention? Not a chance. And that's because the traffic that streams by your booth is completely untargeted. Yeah, sure, you might just happen to run into a few Harley-Davidson owners who also like quilting patterns, but that's just dumb luck, really. If you want to make money with this example, you'd need to do one of two things. One, you could sell something at this convention that appeals to Harley-Davidson owners, like leather riding chaps, leather jackets, and bandanas. Or the alternative is to just forget about the hog convention and go to a crafting convention, okay, where your quilting patterns are going to be far better received. Now, either way, you're putting a targeted offer in front of targeted traffic. So here's the deal. Your goal when you're driving traffic is to drive targeted traffic. That's your first priority. Your second priority is to increase the quantity of your traffic. But don't ever let the quality of your traffic suffer in favor of increasing the quantity. That's just a lot of wasted time, effort, and money if you're trying to convert an untargeted audience. And that's what this course is going to show you how to do. Namely, you'll find out how to get more targeted traffic flowing into your site by employing a whole lot of different traffic tactics. You're also going to find out how to focus on increasing the quality of the traffic by testing and tweaking your campaigns. Testing ensures that you put your time and money into the advertising venues that work the best for your particular offer. It's like giving yourself an instant pay raise. And really, who doesn't like getting more money? So listen, it doesn't matter where you need to drive traffic to, whether you're driving traffic to a lead magnet page, to an affiliate offer, to your own sales page, or any other page on your site. You're going to find a traffic strategy in this course that's right for you. So let's go ahead and get to it. I'll see you in the next video. You know what's the best kind of traffic ever? It's the kind where you get other people to hustle like crazy to sell your stuff. while you kick back with your feet up and watch your sales figures. And that's what affiliate marketing is all about. If you're selling your own product, this is a great way to get massive amounts of targeted, warm leads to your site. Seriously, this is some of the best traffic you can get your hands on, because in many cases, the visitors are already pre-sold on buying whatever it is that you're selling. I mean, they arrive at your site drooling all over their keyboards and shoving their credit cards at you. How cool is that, huh? So let's take a look at the steps involved in creating an affiliate program, which include Step 1, set up the affiliate program. Step 2, make the affiliate program attractive. Step 3, promote your affiliate program. Step 4, motivate your affiliates. Okay, so step 1 is to set up the affiliate program. You have a choice here of either installing your own affiliate script on your site, or you can choose a third-party platform to manage everything. Unless you have a really good reason to do otherwise, just make it easy on yourself and go for a third-party platform because they'll do a lot of the fussy work for you. Popular third-party platforms for digital products include jvzoo.com and clickbank.com. Of course, if you're selling physical products, then you might opt for a third-party affiliate manager like shareasale.com. Simply pick the one that works for you and move on to the next step. Step 2 is to make the affiliate program attractive. In order to attract good affiliates and a lot of affiliates, your affiliate program needs to be attractive to your marketing partners, of course. Trying to lure marketing partners with a shabby affiliate program is like a fat, dirty hobo trying to land a date with a supermodel. It just ain't going to happen. So the first thing to do is to make sure you have an attractive commission rate. If you're selling physical products, check the going commission rate for your particular product, and it's likely to be somewhere around 10 to 20%. If you're selling digital products, the absolute minimum should be a 50% commission. You may also offer a commission on the upsells. Another option is to give a 100% commission on the front end. This works particularly well if your main goal is to just bring traffic to your site or to get people into your sales funnel by getting them on a mailing list. You may also want to set up special perks for super affiliates. This can include things like higher commission rates on the front end and on the upsells, maybe some financial bonuses for making sales goals, personalized landing pages, and special perks for their customers such as extra bonus products or exclusive discounts. Okay? Another way to make your program attractive is to create marketing materials for your affiliates to use. This will include things like graphic ads such as banners, autoresponder emails, reviews, articles, short reports, videos, and so on. Just be sure to provide a variety of materials so your affiliates can just copy and paste and they can start promoting. Believe me, you'll want to make it as easy as possible for them to promote your products. All right? Now the next step. You need to make sure to promote your affiliate program. Look, a lot of affiliates are super smart, but I don't know a single one who's actually a telepathic mind reader. The point is, they're not going to know about your most excellent affiliate program unless you broadcast it from the rooftops. So first things first. If you want a lot of affiliates, then you need to get your affiliate program in front of a lot of potential partners, right? One advantage of using a third-party platform like JVZoo is that affiliates can find you on the site. However, you should still be promoting your program in other ways, including things like advertising it on your own site, adding it to affiliate directories such as affiliatedirectory.com. You can also search Google to find other directories. How about guest blogging on affiliate-related blogs and mentioning your affiliate program in your byline? You can also advertise it in affiliate communities, and these include things like forums and on Facebook. Secondly, you'll also want to directly recruit super affiliates into your program. The super affiliates aren't wasting their time searching for opportunities. Now, if anything, they're probably playing video games because they have a lot of free time and more money than they know what to do with. But they also have huge lists of eager buyers, and you need to do whatever you can to get these affiliates to promote your offer. Now, how do you do that? You need to go to them and give them reasons to promote your product. Be sure to give them access to the product, as well as higher commissions and other perks. Now, who are the super affiliates in your niche? Well, these are the guys and gals who can bring you a ton of sales. These are the marketers with the big lists, the busy blogs, and the big communities on social media or even on forums. A little extra tip, you can search Google to see who's winning affiliate contests in your niche. Which brings us to the next step. You want to make sure to motivate your affiliates, all right? If you want to make sure your affiliates keep promoting, then you need to motivate them. You pretty much got to light their shoes on fire and make them dance for you, okay? The first thing to do is to get them on a mailing list so you can touch base with them regularly. It's an out of sight, out of mind sort of thing, so keep yourself in front of them and keep them excited about promoting your stuff. The second thing you can do to motivate your affiliates is to be sure your offer converts well. In fact, this is probably the biggest motivator. If your affiliates make money every time they promote your stuff, you can be sure they're going to keep on promoting. Third, offer incentives to promote often, such as giving cash bonuses to your affiliates who sell a certain minimum number of products each month. You may even have multiple tiers. For example, you can offer bonuses to those who sell 25 products, 50 products, 100 products, and so on. Fourth, run affiliate contests from time to time. Be sure to offer attractive prizes so that your best affiliates take part in the contest. Keep a leaderboard running for a week to really stir things up and keep the competition going among the affiliates. Get them competing with each other in knockdown, drag-out contests, and you'll be able to laugh all the way to the bank. Fifth, encourage your affiliates. For example, send them news about others who are really doing well with the affiliate program. You can also send them new marketing materials to help them promote your offers. In short, do whatever you can to keep your affiliates interested in the program and promoting your offer. So there you have it. You just found out how to set up an affiliate program. The cool thing is that once you've got a red-hot affiliate program, it kind of takes on a life of its own. You'll get new affiliates every week because everyone wants to be a part of the hottest game in town. And that is a pretty awesome feeling when it happens. So go ahead and take a break, and I'll see you in the next video. Every single day, hordes of your prospects log into Facebook, Twitter, Google+, LinkedIn, and all the other social media platforms. In some cases, they interact and chit-chat multiple times a day on the site. That means all you have to do is set up a presence on these platforms and start siphoning visitors back to your own website. You ever heard about those guys who would steal gas from older cars? They got a long hose, dropped it in the tank, sucked the other end really hard, and soon the gas from the tank is flowing freely and willingly into the thief's waiting gas can. Now, that's what you're going to do with social media traffic. You're going to get traffic flowing freely and willingly to your waiting mailing list, except there's a big difference. This is all legit and 100% legal, unlike stealing gas. Now, the awesome thing about social media sites is that they're naturally viral platforms. I'm sure you've seen this for yourself if you spend any time at all on these sites. For example, someone posts a funny cat video or meme on Facebook, and suddenly it has tens of thousands of shares. I mean, seriously, people really love their cat videos, don't they? The second thing to know is that some social media sites, most notably Facebook, offer paid advertising. This is another great way to reach your audience, but we won't be covering that in this video. For now, we're going to focus on the free options for finding your audience on social media platforms. Specifically, we're going to focus on Facebook since it has a large number of people who log in daily. And they also offer you multiple ways to reach your target audience. However, once you're set up on Facebook, then get on Twitter as well. You might also consider other platforms such as Google+ and LinkedIn as part of your overall social media strategy, depending on if you think your audience is reachable on those platforms. I mean, if your audience is made up of white-haired grandmas, then they're probably not sending eyebrow-raising photos over Snapchat. So you can forget about that one, you know? Do a little market research and use some common sense to figure out where your market actually hangs out. So first things first, you'll need to register for a free Facebook account if you don't already have one. And then you can set up a Facebook page as well as a group. And we'll go ahead and talk about each one of these separately. The first way to reach your audience is to set up a Facebook page for your business. Look, setting up a Facebook page is pretty painless. Just go to the URL that I'm about to put on the screen here. There it is. https:// never mind. You just go ahead and type that into your browser, okay? And then you just follow the prompts to set up your page. Be sure to completely fill out your page's profile with your about information, an avatar, and a cover photo. Next, you want to invite your existing prospects and customers to like the fan page. The reason for this is to start getting some interaction going with the page. There's no sense in having your page looking like an abandoned ghost town, because naturally, folks like to go where the action is. And since Facebook is naturally viral, you can post memes, videos, inspirational quotes, infographics, and other similar content. Just be sure to encourage your fans to like it, and better yet, to share it on their Facebook walls. Also, be sure your web link is attached to all of your content. The next thing to do is to create a tab on your Facebook page where your fans can sign up for your mailing list. Most of the bigger third-party email service providers like Aweber make this really easy by providing an app for this. Check with your own ESP for specific instructions on how to include an opt-in form on your Facebook page. Now, while it's great to chit-chat with your prospects on Facebook, what you really want to do is siphon them off of Facebook to your own mailing list and website. That way you control your traffic. Another good reason for this is because Facebook only shows your page post to a small number of your fans. If you want all your fans to see your post, you need to pay Facebook to boost your post, which totally stinks, I know. So, tell you what, don't even bother paying to boost regular posts. Yeah, you might consider paying in order to get your fans to see a special offer where you give them something valuable in exchange for their email address, but don't pay for regular posts. Now, listen to this. A free and better way to get your lead magnet in front of as many people as possible is to get your fans and visitors to share the opt-in page for you. One super cool way to do this is by using an app called Social Share Monkey, which unlocks a gift for your visitor when they share your content with their friends on Facebook, Twitter, or Google+. Another tool you can use is Rafflecopter, which gives your visitors an entry into a prize draw for each specific task they complete. These are things like joining your mailing list or sharing your contest with others on social media. So, in sum, Social Share Monkey and Rafflecopter are great tools for expanding both your Facebook page likes as well as your mailing list. Now let's look at the other method for reaching your audience on Facebook. The second major way to reach your audience is to set up a Facebook group. This group isn't about your business, okay? It's not overtly promotional. Instead, it's about creating a discussion around some topic of interest in your niche. Yeah, I know, you'd probably get about a bazillion members if you set up a group about funny cats, but you want to make sure to keep it relevant to your niche, okay? For example, if you sell weight loss materials, then you'd set up a discussion group about how to lose weight. Here in your group, you can post weight loss tips, articles, videos, inspirational messages, memes, and other things. Be sure to also ask questions and post topics which foster discussion. Again, remember, this isn't an overtly promotional group. You gotta flip the switch to stealth mode and fly under the radar for a while. You know what I mean? Just keep it on the down low, okay? Now, another great thing is that this group is going to help you establish your expertise in the niche. Secondly, you'll be able to build your mailing list from the group by offering free resources such as reports, videos, and apps in exchange for email addresses. And finally, you may run into potential affiliates and joint venture partners in your group. You can also join their groups to start building relationships. Meeting just one or two good marketing partners in these groups can make a huge difference in your business. Okay, so these are the basics of getting started on social media. Again, Social Share Monkey and Rafflecopter.com are terrific tools for increasing your mailing list and social media presence. Go ahead and check out the resource section on the site to learn more about these awesome tools before moving on to the next video. Imagine this for just a moment. There's a movie coming out that you've sort of been thinking about seeing. And the truth be told, you're not really that excited about it because it seems like the movie trailers always make a movie look better than it really is. I mean, come on, how many times have you found yourself disappointed because the trailer hyped up a movie, but it didn't live up to your expectations? You know, the kind of thing where you would have been happier just sitting at home in your jammies, watching reruns on TV? So what happens is that you sort of start distrusting any advertising that's coming right out of Hollywood. It's like anything else. When a marketer toots their own horn about a product or service, you know they're totally biased, right? So it's kind of hard to believe the advertising. But now imagine this. What if one of your friends goes to the movie and then totally raves about it to you? They tell you the reasons why the movie was so awesome, and they specifically say you should go see it too because they know you'll love it. So what happens? Well, probably you're going to go see the movie, and that's because someone that you know, like, and trust recommended it to you. The truth is, it doesn't even have to be a close friend who recommends the movie. It just needs to be someone you trust. It might be a movie critic, for example, but just having that extra opinion from a third party often helps push you over the edge so you buy the product. And you know what? That's what your prospects are looking for too. They're looking for someone they know, like, and trust to recommend your stuff. It's pretty simple. And that's why viral marketing is such a powerful traffic strategy when it's used the right way. And that's because viral traffic is all about friends telling their friends about your product, service, or website. It's pretty cool, huh? So listen, there are just tons of ways to create viral content that gets passed around your niche. You've probably even participated in sharing funny, inspirational, novel, or unique content with your friends. You know how this stuff can just take off and explode all over the net. Now, viral content can take a lot of forms. For example, photos, like those funny cat photos, and pop culture memes that everyone loves to share. Powerful quotes, especially if they're embedded in an easy-to-share image. Videos, from short and funny Vine videos to awesome how-to videos, to average people doing extraordinary things, even to inspirational TED Talk videos. Even commercials get shared when they're unique or funny enough. Just think of the Super Bowl commercials. Another thing you can share are infographics, especially if they boil down a complex set of data into something that's easy to digest. Articles, which might be anything from opinion articles to how-to articles, which share something extraordinarily useful. Software and apps. Hey, if it's free and it's useful, you better believe people are going to share it with their friends. You get the idea. You just need to create something truly useful or amazing, put it in an easy-to-share format, kickstart the viral effect, and then watch your viral campaign take off like a rocket. Okay? So I know that sounds easy on paper, but the truth is, most people stumble when it comes to implementation. So let's talk a little bit about how to do this in a step-by-step format. The first step is to create something that people want to share. Now, this is where a lot of content creators stumble. This is so basic. If the content isn't share-worthy, then people aren't going to share it, right? Think about gossip for a moment. If I whisper to you that I saw your neighbor mail a letter today, are you going to share that? No, because who cares? It's not exciting, it's not eyebrow-raising, it's not share-worthy. Now, what if I told you the neighbor was escorting a rather attractive woman out of his house early this morning, and it was not his wife, and his wife is out of town? Oh yeah, well, that probably gets some real attention. And that's the kind of stuff that spreads faster than head lice in a kindergarten class, you know? So, in order to know what makes something share-worthy, you need to understand why people share content. And they do it for a variety of reasons. For example, they share something really unique because they like the feeling of being the first to share something among their friends. They like being on the cutting edge. Another reason people share something is to look good to their friends. If they can share something really useful, their friends will view them as helpful. If they share something funny, their friends will love the laugh. If they share something inspirational, then they're viewed as uplifting. Still, another reason people share content is because it matches their worldview. For example, someone might share a political opinion piece because they agree with it, which helps others get to know them. People also share stuff just because they were shocked or offended about it, and they want to see if their friends have the same reaction. You can probably think of racist, sexist, or other outlandish quotes and videos you've seen, and how those get spread around online. Those are just a few of the reasons why people share stuff, all right? At the heart of all this, they want to be popular. They want to get approval, they want people to notice them, and they want to be acknowledged for sharing something that's awesome. I mean, think about it. People live for those likes on Facebook. I don't really get it, but they do. If they think your content is going to get a thumbs up from their friends, either on Facebook or metaphorically speaking, you can be sure they're going to share it. So once you really understand that people will share your content to get a reaction from others, then you'll be better able to create useful, funny, novel, offensive, or entertaining content that gets shared like crazy. And the second step is to make sure your viral content is in an easy-to-share format. In other words, you don't want to put hoops in front of your visitors. Let's go back to the gossip example. If I shared that story about the neighbor with you in Braille, would you spread it around? Nope, too many hoops. You're not going to learn Braille just to find out the gossip. Now, the same thing here, your customers aren't going to do extra work just to see your content. If you're looking for maximum shares, then you want to make sure the content is as easy to share as possible. Don't make people subscribe to your list to get the content if maximum traffic is what you're after. The other thing to do is make sure the content is in a share-worthy format. For example, if you want to post a quote on Facebook, turn it into a graphic so it's not only more eye-catching, but it's easier to share. For example, if you're creating a viral video, don't make it an hour long. Most people don't have that kind of time to slog through a video like that, and they're definitely not going to be willing to invest that much time if they don't know who you are. However, almost everyone will look at a video that's only a few minutes long, so keep it relatively short to get a bigger audience. Oh, and one more video tip. If you absolutely need to have a big video, then just break it up into smaller, exciting, and cliffhanging segments to keep your audience engaged. All right? The third step is to get people to share your content. Creating something that's share-worthy will go a long way in helping you get the viral effect going, but you can get people sharing your content even more by doing two things. First, you want to create a strong call to action. This is where you might specifically tell people to share your content. For example, you might just say, share if you agree, or share with your friends. You can even give your visitors a feel-good reason to share the content, such as something like, give your friends a good laugh by sharing this video today. But however you do it, the point is that you specifically instruct people to share the content. You don't want to take anything for granted, you just spell it out for them, okay? The second thing you can do to increase the viral effect in a big way is to give people an incentive to share. The idea here is to bribe them just a little bit, such as giving them a free report, video, app, or other tool or resource if they share your content. Now, unless you're bribing a corrupt government official to pull some string for you or make a murder rap go away, don't worry about this. This kind of bribing is totally legit. And one really easy way to bribe folks is by using Social Share Monkey, which unlocks a gift for your visitor just as soon as they share your content on Facebook, Twitter, or other social platforms, which brings us to the final point. The fourth step of creating a viral campaign is to kickstart the viral effect. You know, it'd be great if you just dropped your viral content somewhere on the internet and the next day you magically had oodles of people viewing and sharing it. But in the real world, it doesn't quite work that way. You need to kickstart the viral effect by getting it in front of as many people as possible, as quickly as possible. Eventually, it's going to reach a point of critical mass, and then it's going to take on a life of its own. But how do you help it along in the meantime? Well, any which way you can. Post it on social media, blog about it, tell your mailing list about it, ask your joint venture partners to share it. The more people who see it up front, the more people you'll have sharing it, and the quicker your viral content is going to explode across your niche. Okay, and there you have it. The 4 steps to creating a viral campaign that sweeps across your niche. Check the resource section on this site for tools to help you do this, like Social Share Monkey. And then get brainstorming on what kind of content you're going to create to tap into this awesome source of traffic. And again, see you in the next video. You know, it would be really cool if you could just wave a magic wand and within seconds you had more traffic than Google and more cash than a Saudi prince. But I know I don't have to tell you that nothing comes quite that easy. And traffic isn't free, because no matter how you get your traffic, you're going to be investing some kind of resources. The free traffic we've been talking about doesn't cost any money, but it does require an investment of your time. Alternatively, there are paid advertising strategies which require more money than time. And the truth is, you should add both free and paid advertising to your overall traffic strategy. So let's take a look at some of the top paid advertising strategies, including pay-per-click marketing and media buys. Let's go ahead and start with pay-per-click marketing. Pay-per-click marketing is where you pay a set amount when someone clicks on your ad, and this is opposed to paying a flat fee or paying a fee per 1,000 impressions or ad views. Two good places that offer pay-per-click advertising are Google AdWords and Facebook. Now, the advantage of pay-per-click marketing is that you can get the traffic coming into your site immediately, which allows you to quickly test sales copy, test your product names, your ad campaigns, your pricing, and any other part of your offer. So here's how it works. Let's use AdWords as an example. What you do first is choose keywords to bid on. When someone searches for those keywords in Google, your ad appears. Your ad consists of a short headline, 2 short lines of text, and the link to your landing page. Now, the exact placement of your ad depends on how much you bid on that keyword. The higher your bid and the better your ad performs, the more visibility you'll get. When someone clicks on your ad, you'll pay an amount up to the bid amount. So if you bid 25 cents on the keyword, you'll pay up to 25 cents every time someone clicks on your ad. When someone clicks, they'll get sent to your landing page. So that's an overview for you. Basically, there's 3 parts: the keywords you choose, the ad, and your landing page. Let me share a few tips about these 3 components individually. First are the keywords. You're going to get better results if you choose narrow, targeted keywords. For example, let's say you're selling a book about growing tomatoes. If you bid on broad keywords like tomatoes, you're going to waste a lot of money. And that's because it's not a targeted keyword. You have no idea at all if the person wants to buy actual tomatoes, or if they're trying to win a bet about whether a tomato is a fruit, or if they want to buy tomato seeds, or if they're just trying to figure out how to spell the goofy word, okay? It's better to bid on a keyword like how to grow tomatoes, as that lets you know the searcher is part of your target market. Even better, bid on keywords that indicate the searcher wants to buy something, such as buy tomato growing guide. The second component is your actual ad. This needs to be short and snappy. Your headline should get attention, and your body copy should persuade the person to click on your ad. You do this by presenting benefits and arousing curiosity whenever you can. Let me give you an example of what I mean. Here's a potential sample ad. Tomato growing secrets. Stop eating toxic tomatoes. Grow organic with this guide. All right. When someone clicks on your ad, they'll end up on your landing page. Maybe this is a sales page for a guide, or perhaps it's an opt-in page offering the guide for free. Either way, you can build this page quickly and easily using an app called Landing Page Monkey. Just check the resources on this website to learn more about Landing Page Monkey and how you can use it to create stunning, high-converting lead pages and sales pages. Now, let's take a look at the second paid advertising strategy, which is referred to as media buys. This means you purchase banners and text ads on high-traffic sites, and these can be general sites like Reddit, which allow you to show your ad to a targeted audience, or you might place a banner ad on a site that's in your niche. To get started on Reddit, just go to reddit.com/advertising. You'll be paying a flat fee per CPM, which means per 1,000 impressions. And this fee can be as little as 75 cents per 1,000 impressions. It's not bad. Or, secondly, you might check out an ad broker like buysellads.com, which is where you can find sites that are in your niche. Finally, you should also inquire directly from sites in your niche to see if they offer advertising opportunities. Generally, you'll see a link for advertisers which lists some submission guidelines and maybe the prices. However, if you don't see any information about ads on a site, don't hesitate to contact the owner and see if they'd consider selling you ad space. Why not? Now, in all cases, no matter how you're advertising, you want to be sure to start small and test your campaigns. Once you know which ads and which advertising venues give you the best return on your investment, then you can focus on funneling even more ad dollars into those specific channels. Okay? So pay-per-click marketing and media buys are two good ways to start driving targeted traffic to your site fast. I mean, you could set up some campaigns right now and have traffic coming in just a couple of hours. In fact, that sounds like a great way to spend the next hour or two. So why don't you give it a try right now before you head off to the next video? Welcome to video number 6, where we'll talk about optimizing your existing traffic. Let me ask you a question. If one of your existing customers brought a friend to you who wanted to give you $100, would you accept it? Or would you just shrug and continue walking along? Maybe it's a trick question. I'll let you think about it for a second. No, of course, it's a silly question, because you know you'd totally snatch that money out of their hands, right? You'd do it so fast, you'd be like a big old blur. And yet there are tons of marketers out there who aren't letting their customers refer their friends and send them new business. That's a huge mistake, and it's probably one that's worth thousands of dollars. But not you. You're going to make full use of your existing traffic and customers, right? So that's why in this video, you're going to find out how to optimize your existing traffic and turn it into more traffic, more sales, and more cash. So first off, let's talk about optimizing the traffic that's already coming to your site. Chances are a majority of your traffic is leaving without taking any action. For example, let's suppose you have a 3% conversion rate on a sales letter. For every 100 people who come to the sales page, 3 people buy your product. Now the downside is that also means 97 people are leaving your site, and some of them won't ever be back. Ouch, that hurts, right? So what's the solution? You need to start capturing your exit traffic onto a mailing list. And one excellent way to do this is to put an intriguing lead magnet offer right in front of your visitors as soon as they hit the back button or otherwise try to leave the site. There's a nifty app called Catch-A-Monkey that can redirect your exit traffic for you to any page, meaning that you don't need any code to start redirecting the traffic. For best results, you want to be sure to create an eye-catching landing page that commands attention, since this is your last chance to monetize the visitor. Just check the resource section on the site to find a link to Landing Page Monkey. This app gives you the ability to create stunning landing pages with only a few clicks of your mouse. There's no coding or any other technical experience required. And you'll also find more information about the Catch-A-Monkey app in the resource section. Okay, so now what do you offer to entice this exit traffic to join your list? It's quite simple. You offer them something that's highly desirable, something that's valuable, and something that's related to what they were just looking at. For example, let's suppose you have a visitor who's coming off a sales page for a weight loss product. Sure, you'd probably get a lot of takers if you offered these folks a free bowl of ice cream with chocolate sauce. I know I'd take it, but we're trying to solve their problems, not create some. So in this case, you'd offer a free fat loss report, maybe a video, or even a calorie counting app that helps people shed the fat. Okay? One final note, be sure this freebie works as a sales tool by naturally guiding people to the paid product. For example, a free report on weight loss should stand alone and be useful, right? Yet visitors should naturally want to purchase the full version of the product to get the complete plan for losing weight and getting into shape, okay? Moving on then. The second thing you can do to optimize your existing traffic is to start a referral program. And this is where you give your existing prospects and customers an incentive to tell others about your products and services. Now, here's a cool tool alert. You can use the Social Share Monkey app to completely automate this process, as the app unlocks your free gift for your visitors only after someone has shared your content on Facebook, Twitter, or some other social media. The free gift you offer might be a product such as a video, an ebook, or maybe even software, or you might offer a discount coupon on your products or services. One way to really boost referrals is to offer both parties an incentive. For example, when the online bank ING was building their business, they offered people $25 to refer their friends. When their friends opened up a bank account, ING deposited $25 into both the new customer's account as well as the existing customer's account. And there's no reason why you can't do the same kind of thing. Perhaps you can offer a free product to both parties if the referral purchases a product or service from you. Or maybe you can offer a discount to both parties. Whatever it is you choose, just make sure it's something your target market really wants, besides ice cream and chocolate sauce, and you're sure to get plenty of referrals. Now, let's look at the last method. The third thing you can do to optimize your existing traffic is start a loyalty program. The idea here is to offer your existing customers an incentive to keep coming back to your site to purchase more products and services. You've seen this plenty of times elsewhere. For example, your credit cards, hotels, and airlines often offer reward points for each purchase, which can be exchanged for flights, hotel stays, gift certificates, and other kinds of rewards. Most likely, you've even seen this at the local coffee shop where you're offered a free coffee for every 5 or 10 cups of coffee you purchase. Of course, you can do the same thing. If you have a consumable product or even a service, you can offer a program where customers get a free one after they've made 5 or 10 purchases. Another way to do it is to offer reward points, which is where customers get a point for every dollar they spend with you. These reward points can then be exchanged for your own products and services, as well as the products and services that belong to your joint venture customers. And the end result of this is that you can turn average customers into rabid repeat buyers. If you combine this with a referral program, then you can watch both your traffic and sales totally explode. So there you have it. 3 ways to optimize your existing traffic, including capturing exit traffic onto a mailing list, starting a referral program, and starting a customer loyalty program. This stuff really works, so I recommend you start putting these strategies to work for you as soon as possible. And I'll see you soon. When I tell some folks that they can turn their words into traffic and cash, they get all stupid on me and start thinking about the possibilities of entertaining lonely men on the $7 a minute phone lines. No, that's not it. That's not what I mean. What I'm talking about is turning your words into traffic by blogging, guest blogging, and getting influential others to contribute guest articles for your site. So let's start with the basics, which is blogging on your own site. If you don't have a blog set up yet, just head over to wordpress.org to download the free files and install them on your site. I'm not going to get into the technical aspects of how to install it, customize, and change the theme, because the WordPress site includes complete instructions. They've got it handled. What I want to focus on is the sweet stuff, like how to use your blog to get more cash-in-hand traffic flowing to your site. Now, one thing we could talk about here is SEO, which is search engine optimization. This is where you research what niche keywords your target market is searching for in the search engines, and then you create content around these keywords. However, that's beyond the scope of this course, and that's because search engine algorithms change. You hear about Google slapping people silly every day. Every update ever has SEOers scrambling to adapt. Trying to keep up with Google's changes is like trying to keep up with the Olympic sprinter Usain Bolt. You'll just be eating his dust. So here's the thing to remember. Search engine algorithms change. People don't. So that's why for this video, we're going to talk about creating content that your visitors will love, as there's a good chance the search engines will like it too. With that in mind, the first thing for you to do is to create content that's worth sharing so that people link to it and send traffic back to your site. In other words, create link bait type content. As you already know, share-worthy content is extraordinarily useful. It's perhaps funny, maybe offensive, maybe inspirational, but it's definitely unique. People tend to link to stuff that matches their worldview, shocks them, or otherwise makes them feel something. This kind of content can take on many forms, and that can include text articles, memes, infographics, cartoons, videos, and so on. Now, there are two things you can do to increase the number of people sharing your content. Now, hey, wait a second. Put down the cattle prod. Put away the taser. There's easier ways to get folks to do what you want. The first is to create a call to action where you specifically tell people to share it. In other words, at the end of the article, video, or other content, you have a line such as, "Give your friends a good laugh by sharing this article," or something like, "Be a hero to your friends by sharing this video." Of course, you can make it easy for people to share by including social media share links right next to the content. You might include Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Google+. The second thing you can do to increase the number of shares for your very best content is to offer your visitors a gift if they share your link on Facebook, Twitter, and/or Google+. The good news is, you don't just have to sit around and manually hand out reports, videos, or other gifts to people who share your content. You can just use an app called Social Share Monkey, which unlocks a gift for those who share, and it happens automatically. Check the resource section on the site for more information about that. Okay, so that's blogging on your own site. Once you have your own blog set up and pulling in some traffic, then you can use the second method for turning words into traffic, which is to get influential others in your niche to contribute content to your blog. One of the easiest ways to do this is to ask influential people in your niche if you can do a short interview with them. This might be an email interview, a video interview, or even a recorded phone interview. For best results, ask your interviewee which format they prefer. The reason this works so well is because when people are interviewed, they often link back to the interview on their blog, sometimes on their social media pages or even in their newsletters. So you get free traffic and free content for your blog, all in one shot. Pretty sweet, huh? Now, when you approach a potential interviewee, focus on the benefits they get from doing the interview. Generally, this is going to include free exposure, a link back to their site, and of course, fresh traffic coming to see their offers. Now, let's look at the third way to turn words into traffic, which is to do guest blogging. Guest blogging is where you contribute content to other people's blogs. Pretty simple. The benefit for you is the byline at the end of your article, which is where you place a 1 or 2 line advertisement that persuades people to click back to your site. This is your chance to siphon hot, targeted traffic from their site to your site. You see, a lot of authors make the mistake of using this byline to talk about themselves. Guess what? I know it sounds harsh, but no one really cares about you. Sure, you like long walks on the beach and cozy nights by the fire, but big deal. Seriously, I'm sorry to tell you, no one really cares. Now, your readers do care about what you can do for them. And that's why your byline should focus on what benefits your readers get if they click your link. Let's suppose you wrote an article about weight loss. Your byline might say something like, "Click here to discover a weird trick for getting rid of belly fat." Now, not only does that present a benefit, it also arouses curiosity as to what the weird trick is. So where do you find these guest blogging opportunities? The first method is to simply search for them in Google or whatever your favorite search engine is. You can search for your main niche keywords like weight loss or organic gardening alongside guest blog related words. Let me give you an example of some of these related phrases. Guest blog, guest blogging, guest articles, guest authors, contribute articles, submit articles, guest blogging opportunities, blogging opportunities. Okay, you get the idea? So if you want to publish on a weight loss blog, you might search for something like weight loss guest blogging or lose weight guest articles, something along those lines. The second method for finding guest blogging opportunities is to directly approach the blog owners. Even if they don't overtly advertise guest blogging opportunities, you can still write to the owner and persuade them to publish your content. Again, the main thing to focus on here are the benefits the blog owner receives by publishing your content, such as they get free content without paying or lifting a finger. If you need to, you might add in some extra perks, such as including their affiliate link in your content or byline, so that they make money from anyone who clicks on those links and purchases a product. All right? Now, there's one more thing before I let you go. If you want to learn more about doing these sorts of joint ventures with other bloggers and marketers, be sure to look up the advanced set of traffic videos on this site. Just check out the resources section before you head over to the next video. In this video, you're going to find out how to get traffic by getting involved, which sounds kind of scary, especially if you think I'm telling you to get involved in some organization that sucks up all your free time, cuts you off from your family, and convinces you to drink poison Kool-Aid. Now, just relax. This video has nothing to do with joining a cult. I'm talking about getting involved in your niche. Take a look around your niche and you're sure to see plenty of conversations happening right this moment. I'm talking about the sort of conversations that are capturing a lot of attention and have lots of folks discussing some controversial topic or niche news. Even the people who haven't joined in on these discussions are closely following the topic to see how it develops. So here's the thing, you can get eyeballs on your site simply by joining in on these conversations. And in this video, you'll discover 3 ways to do that, including joining the existing conversation directly, blogging about trending topics, and using social media to get in on trending topics. So let's start by looking at how to join the existing conversations directly. What you want to do here is find the busiest forums, blogs, and social media pages and groups, such as Facebook groups, and then monitor these places regularly for hot topics. Of course, these are topics which are generating a lot of discussion, views, shares, and likes. Let's suppose you run a site related to American football, so you keep your eye on other football-related sites. Perhaps an extremely popular football player commits a crime or gets into some public spat with his wife. You can be sure this topic is going to blow up as people rush to take sides on the issue. As people start discussing it and blogging about it, you can jump in on the conversation also. You can do this by commenting on relevant news articles on major news outlet sites, commenting on blog posts, commenting on related YouTube videos, replying on social media posts, and so on. Now, there are 2 keys to turning your comment into traffic. The first key is to make sure your comment is well thought out. Okay, if you're just posting stuff like, I agree, or posting irrelevant thoughts, or maybe posting a line or 2 just so you can drop a link, you're not going to get anyone caring about what you're saying. Instead, what you need to do is offer something to the conversation that hasn't been mentioned yet, or even if it's something that has been talked about on the periphery of the conversation, you might want to delve in a little deeper. In other words, post something that's thought-provoking, post something unique, post something that will get people replying directly to you. If you're wondering what sorts of posts get these sorts of responses, just check your niche right now on trending topics and read the discussions. Take notes of what types of responses are getting the most visibility in terms of likes, thumbs up, responses, etc. Then you just ask yourself, what is it about these replies that gets attention and gets a reaction? In what ways are they controversial, thought-provoking, or just plain useful? And is there some other factor that's affecting it, like maybe the reputation of the person who posted the comment? Basically, you can reverse engineer this content and then model your own discussion points after these types of successful posts. Now, the second key to making this traffic tactic work for you is to leave an intriguing link. One of the best ways to do this is to post a really intriguing discussion point and then say something like, you can read more about this in depth here, and then drop a link to your blog or social media account. If you whet your readers' appetites with something that's thought-provoking or even controversial, you can be pretty sure they're going to click through to read more about it. As mentioned, you can link to a social media post or even a blog post, which brings us to our next point. The second way to get traffic by getting involved in your niche is to blog about trending or controversial topics. When you see developing news in your niche that you just know is going to turn into a big deal, don't wait around to comment on other people's viewpoints. Instead, what you want to do is lead by being one of the first people to blog about it. Get the scoop. But here's the key. Don't just summarize the facts of the news story. Instead, you want to share your opinions. Tell people how it'll affect them. If needed, offer solutions. But give them something they're not getting anywhere else. After you've done that, then go out in your niche and seek out hot conversations on other people's blogs. But instead of putting your comments in the other person's blog, put your comments on your blog and use a trackback link whenever allowed. What this does is it brings traffic back to your site, and it might even start a conversation directly with the other blog owner. And of course, this is good exposure for you, right? Now, once you've published a post on a hot topic, then promote this post by telling your newsletter readers about it and your social media followers about it. Which brings us to our final point. The third way to get traffic by getting involved is to use social media to get in on these trending topics. Social platforms like Twitter and Facebook let you use hashtags to join in on conversations, and both of these sites are going to show you what's trending as far as topics. Have you ever seen those pigs that find truffles? You know, they snuffle and root around until they find the goods. Now you're going to kind of do the same thing. Your job is to root out the niche-relevant conversations to see which hashtags are being used. Also, to see which ones are popular. Then you can join in on the niche discussion, being sure to include the popular hashtags in your post. You see, this is how it works. If your Facebook page or your Twitter account is open to the public, then your hashtags are searchable by everyone. This means that if you use popular hashtags and post carefully thought out comments about a trending topic, that can then bring you new followers to your social media pages. In turn, you can turn these followers into traffic on your own site by directing them to relevant blog posts, reports, videos, infographics, or any other kind of content that you have on your site. So there you have it in a nutshell. 3 proven ways to get traffic by getting involved in the existing conversations in your niche. This is pretty easy, really. And it's something you can do right now, so I do suggest you give it a whirl. You might be surprised by your results. Next up, you'll want to be sure you aren't overlooking an awesome traffic source. You're not going to want to miss this one, okay? I'll see you there. You're a smart person, so no doubt you've learned about a whole bunch of proven ways to drive targeted traffic to your website using online marketing. But here's the thing. Just because your website is online doesn't mean you should limit yourself to rustling up traffic from online sources only. I mean, think about it. That would be kind of like driving onto a roundabout and never exiting the crazy traffic circle. Sure, it kind of feels like you're going somewhere, but you're just wasting gas going in circles. The same thing happens if you only do online marketing. It may feel like you're moving forward, but a whole world awaits you if you get off the online traffic circle and see what else is out there. You see, keep in mind that while your target market may spend a lot of time online, it seems like some people are always online. The truth is they actually still live in the offline world, and that's why doing offline promotions works so well. Now, there are a variety of ways to reach your target market offline. You know how we talked about doing media buys in an earlier video where you placed ads on high-traffic websites? Well, you can do the same thing offline by placing ads in publications with big circulation numbers. These might be niche-relevant publications, such as a magazine devoted to your niche topic, or you might place ads in the relevant section of a publication. For example, if you sell sporting goods, then you might place a display ad in the sports section of a local newspaper. The same thing applies here as with online media buys. Namely, you need to track your ads by using unique URLs so that you know what ads and what channels give you the best return on your investment. Also, here's a little insider secret. When you place ads, inquire with the ad manager about ad remnants. These are last-minute ads that you can place at a reduced cost. And I don't know about you, but I'm all about reducing costs when I can. Pretty sweet, right? So that's just one example of paid advertising you can do online. However, there are free opportunities for promoting your website or your offers online also. 2 good opportunities include submitting press releases and offering free talks to targeted audiences. Let's start with offering free talks. You probably have a lead magnet offer already online, such as a free report or video in exchange for an email address. Common stuff. Now you can do the same thing offline by offering a free talk or a workshop. Just have people register for the talk by submitting their email address and other contact info when they arrive. So how do you set this up? One way to do this is to rent a hotel conference room for a couple hours and just put on a free workshop. Naturally, you'll need to promote this workshop to get people to it, but you can do this with press releases, which we'll talk about in a couple minutes. Another way to arrange your free talk is by offering yourself as a guest speaker to relevant groups. For example, if you're selling weight loss materials, then offer your speaking services to local weight loss support groups. You can give a 30 to 60-minute talk on nutrition, exercise, or motivation, for example. Still, another way to do this is to do a joint venture with a local business owner. For example, you could offer to do an hour-long talk about weight loss in a nutritional supplement store. The benefit to the store owner is that they get increased traffic from people who are likely to buy something. The benefit to you, of course, is collecting contact info and driving traffic to your site. Another benefit for you is that the store owner will probably help you promote the talk, though you need to be sure to promote it as well. Again, getting ink and airtime from local media would work for this, which brings us to the next offline traffic strategy. The second free offline traffic method is to use press releases. I know, press releases sound pretty old school, don't they? You can almost conjure up an image of a newspaper guy in a fedora smoking a cigar at his desk and banging his manual typewriter as he rushes to meet his deadline. Kinda 1950s-ish, right? Go ahead and erase that image because press releases still work really well. And yeah, they've come into the 21st century also. But now we have hipsters on iPhones rather than stogie-smoking, fedora-wearing newspapermen. Okay? So the number one thing you need to remember about this method is that newspapers, radio stations, and TV channels are looking for news. They're not looking for promotions. If your press release even smells a little bit like a promotion, it'll land in the editor's trash can before you can blink twice. Trust me on that. So while you can include a link to your website at the end where interested readers can get more information, you can't make your press release sound like an advertisement. Okay? With that in mind, you need to find a hook that's newsworthy in your niche. Examples of news stories you could spin into a press release would include giving a free talk or workshop at an offline location, sponsoring an event for a charitable organization maybe, or opening up a new office in a local location. Those are all newsworthy. Another angle would be to comment on a relevant topic. For example, if you sell dog supplies, then as the temperatures drop during the winter, you might want to write a news story about how people can protect their pets from the cold with jackets and boots. Now let me share with you 2 tips that are going to get you lots of ink and airtime. Tip 1 is that the best way to determine what sorts of topics to write about is to read the published press releases in your local newspaper. It seems obvious, but not a lot of people do it. This will tell you exactly what the editor is looking for. Then, all you have to do is model your press releases after those successful press releases. The second tip is to be sure to read the submission guidelines. Some editors want email attachments, some want the press releases in the body of an email, some want the releases mailed in. Now, if you don't follow these guidelines, the editor is going to trash your release without even looking at it. So there you have it. 3 ways to get traffic from offline sources, including paid ads, free talks, and press releases. Tell you what, I'm sure you could whip up a press release about your business right now. I'd guess you could even have it done within the hour. Actually, that sounds like a really good idea, doesn't it? Go ahead and have at it, and I'll see you shortly in the next video. All right. In this course, you've learned lots of different ways to bring targeted traffic to your site, such as through viral content, social media, blogging, press releases, affiliate marketing partners, and a whole bunch more. Now, the first thing you need to know is that you shouldn't just pick and choose your way through these methods, perhaps just doing the ones that sound fun to you. Well, the only exception, I suppose, is recruiting affiliates. Obviously, if you don't have your own product, then you can't recruit affiliates. Beyond that, however, these methods should work for the vast majority of niches, products, and services, and that's why you should seek to make each of these methods a part of your overall traffic strategy. The reason for doing this is to diversify your traffic sources. If you put all your traffic eggs in one basket, then your business is really going to hurt if that source dries up. And then, of course, there goes that fabulous vacation you've been thinking about. For example, if social media platforms suddenly make new, harsh rules for commercial users, you might just be out of luck. Or if a paid advertising source raises their prices to the point where only Donald Trump could afford them, then your traffic is going to dry up fast if that was your only source. Well, unless you marry Donald Trump, but I'm going to assume that's just not an option for you. So again, diversify so that any problems with specific traffic sources aren't going to leave you high and dry. Now, having said that, one trick for getting the best return on your time and advertising dollars is to thoroughly test your ads and campaigns. That way, you know exactly which ad venues give you the best results, which means you can focus more of your time and money on what's working and trim off any promos that don't work. For example, some of the keywords you choose when you're doing pay-per-click advertising aren't going to get you very many clicks or conversions. Likewise, some of your ads are going to just stink. However, AdWords gives you analytics so that you can quickly see which keywords and which ads are doing a fantastic job at bringing you traffic and sales. Now, the key to testing and tracking the right way is to change just one element at a time, while holding everything else constant. That way you can attribute any change in the conversion rate to the specific element that you're testing. Let me use Google AdWords as an example here. If you're comparing two entirely different ads with traffic coming through from two entirely different keywords, then you're going to have no idea why the conversion rate is so different. Is it the keyword? Is it the ad headline? Is it the rest of the ad copy? Is it because you have your lucky rabbit's foot in your pocket? So what you need to do is pick just one part of the process to test while holding everything else constant. This is going to clear up your confusion. For example, you might decide to compare different keywords. In that case, you should use the exact same ad and landing page. The only difference between these campaigns should be the keywords you're bidding on. For example, both of these ads use the same traffic source, and the ad is formatted the same in every way except for the keywords. Now, when you see that one keyword delivers a significantly higher number of clicks than another keyword, you know for sure the better click-through rate is due to the keyword being more targeted, and not because the ads are different. In this case, the ad on the left is the clear winner. The end result of all this, you can put more of your advertising dollar into the keywords that are delivering the very best results for you. Okay, so that was just one example. Naturally, you can and should test everything. In the case of a pay-per-click campaign, you can use AdWords and Facebook's built-in analytics to test keywords, ad headlines, ad copy, and, where applicable, ad graphics. The same thing goes when you do media buys. Test your ads and graphics to see which ones get you the best conversion rates. Also, be sure to test your landing pages. If you use a tool like Landing Page Monkey to create your landing pages, you'll have built-in analytics to track impressions and conversion rates. Then all you have to do is just keep tweaking your sales copy, your graphics, background videos, and other parts of your landing page until you have the best conversion rate possible. I mean, you can kind of think about this like marriage. You wouldn't just marry the first person who agreed to go out with you, would you? Just think back to high school and think about who you'd be married to if you went that route. That's a pretty scary thought for some of us, right? Now, when it comes to marriage, you look for the best partner for you. It's kind of like you're testing potential partners to figure out what works for you. It's the same thing in marketing. You keep on testing until you find the ad campaign that works the best for you. Okay, so now you know several ways to start driving targeted traffic to your website. At this point, it's just a matter of you taking action. Start putting these methods to work for you right now. I think you'll be surprised at just how much traffic you can bring in if you consistently apply these methods. The cool thing is that some of these methods work over the long term too. For example, a single, solid blog post can bring you traffic for years. Viral content can catch fire and bring you a whole bucket of traffic immediately, and keep on giving you a nice stream for quite some time thereafter. Referrals, customer loyalty programs, affiliate programs, all of these methods can bring you traffic for months or even years to come. You can save yourself a lot of time and even money by using the right tools and resources. I've mentioned some of these tools in this course like Social Share Monkey and Landing Page Monkey. Check the resources section of this site for links to these tools and other resources that are going to help you grow your traffic in your business. Finally, check the resource section of this site to learn about the advanced set of traffic training videos. If you want to take your traffic numbers from kind of ho-hum to, whoa, look at that, you're going to want to get your hands on the advanced videos. So go ahead and check out those videos right away because they're a great investment in your business.